Yes, people, 3 points and a clean sheet. That's what we're talking about. Welcome back to the channel. A big win for Ruben Amorim. You know, this is a win that is coming when there were a lot of criticism around Old Trafford, around Ruben Amorim, around Manchester United that, oh, they can sack the manager. Oh, this was the last game of the manager. And it's a very healthy 3 points for Amorim. By the way, with the win against Sunderland means Ruben Amorim has now won 3 home games. Consecutive home games? Yes. Against Burnley, against Chelsea, and against now Sunderland. And also it entails the solid debut of Senne Lammens. We Man United fans have anticipated for this goalkeeper to be in between the sticks. We've had enough of Bindy, we've had enough of Onana, and we wanted a change in between the sticks. I mean, we were saying we signed a goalkeeper. Then what for? After some time, we hammer him. I want a more experienced goalkeeper. Yet, we already signed a Lammens. That's a very solid debut that said Lammens actually pulled out there against a team, Sunderland. You know, Sunderland, amongst the newly promoted sides, Sunderland is the team that, you know, it has been causing a lot of trouble, a lot of problems in the Premier League. I mean, the signings they've made, as the Granny Shaka, Simon Adingra, or even they have a very good tactical coach. And you saw in that game, immediately we put the second goal, we scored the second goal. Uh, their manager made a quick tactical change. You know, we saw someone Adingra coming off in the 30th minutes or so, and he brought in, was it Badman, something like that, to change uh, the game tactically. And we were also able to adapt, not to consider goal, you know, to go so that they were to give them any chance to pull one back, or rather maybe come back from to being two down. And that is something that we have to credit Ruben Amorim for. The first half was very brilliant first half. Second half, although this was now the peak of the Sunderland's the Sunderland's managers tactical change, because you could see how the second half was tough, but we stood still and never did not let any spaces for them to penetrate. So to start with, I mean, Lammens. That was a very solid debut for Lammens in the Premier League, because, you know, everybody was asking, was it going to make his debut against Man City? No. Was it going to make his debut against Chelsea? No. Against Sunderland? Yes. Against Brentford? No. And it was very solid. I mean, he made some very important key saves. On a normal day, if it's Bindir, that's a goal. If it's Anana, that's a goal. So I believe St. Lammens was very ready, and he knows how to book his spot. Hopefully, we don't see Ruben Amorim changing his mind. We just want him to stick with St. Lammens, please. I hope he doesn't have any plans to make Bindir his first choice goalkeeper. So I think St. Lammens was very great. Also, some individual performances amazed me in this game. Players like Sesko and Mason Mount, and of course, who's this guy? Ahmad Diallo is slowly coming back to the conversation. But Sesko and Mason Mount, you know, Sesko, not all newly signed players, new signings make immediate impact. Some of them take some time to arrive officially. A good example is Liverpool's Florian Wirtz, yet to score and assist for Liverpool, but it doesn't mean he's a bad player. I mean, he's world class, you know, a record-breaking signing. So Sesko from the Bundesliga scored his goal against Brentford, his first goal for Man United, out of the 15th attempt. And then today he also scored at Old Trafford and did his iconic jump. That's Sesko. Yeah, Sesko. And so, you know, that's just, it means he's now going to be scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring. That's why you brought him to the club. To add on that, I mean, his ball control is way out of this world. He's a modern striker, the one we need in front of that goal. He's a beast, very prolific, finishing. Talk about it all. He just needs supplying the ball. He just need good environment around him. Mbumo, feed him with a lot of crosses. Bruno Fernandes, feed him with a lot of through passes and crosses. Find him long, not let him come for the ball deeper, like Kevin De Bruyne was embarrassing us. You know, all of these days, all of these games, we've been treating a striker that in a way that they come for the ball deeper rather than them going long, and then our attacking midfielders will find them. Dogu, bring in more strikers for this Sesko. So I believe Sesko is going to score not less than 20 goals this season, and is just on the right track. The other player is Mason Mount. This season, as it started, Ahmad shows to us that he has a lot of trust in Mason Mount. And, we were questioning every time the starting 11 was coming up, you used to see Mason Mount as the left 10. And I think it's starting to pay off. We're starting to see, a fit Mason Mount, like we've always been talking about, a fit Mason Mount. Fit Mason Mount is very, very, very much of an asset for Man United. And you can see today he scored a goal. And is normally very, very uh, in terms of finishing in front of goal. I think Mason Mount is the number one player that does it. He's very, very clinical in front of goal. Because if right now you're keen, amongst our problems right now, the biggest problem I believe we have, not even the system, but with the system, I'm going to talk about the system later. The biggest problem, we are not clinical in front of goal. We are the club, we're dropping most of the stats this season. One of them include the most shots. I don't know, 95 shots. Even in that Sunderland game, I think they've reached even 100 shots. But the conversion rate, how many goals do we have? How many goals are we bringing to the table that we can support those 100 shots that we have? Not even 50%. So that means we are not clinical enough. We think that chance, for example, that Imbumo was going the ball 1v1, but where did it end up? Not in the back of the net. Amad Diallo, how many times has he been on the right flank, finding his left foot, but not final result? Dalot, don't even talk about Dalot. So I think that's a very big problem for Man United. We are not clinical enough in front of goal. So players like Mason Mount, who when they find the ball, they score, they shoot first time and they score, are going to be a very, very much of an asset for us, for Ruben Amorim. And then finally, the system. I think this win, this performance, shows and communicates a lot that this issue of the system, we need to do with it as soon as possible. Ruben Amorim before this game said, this issue of the system, you normally say it doesn't work. For the system not to work, then we could be getting beat week in, week out. Every game we approach, we lose. But you see, our case is sometimes we win, sometimes we don't win. So he was saying that means the system is working. What we have to do is we have to approach the game the same, like the same as in when we win, let's approach the game like that. When we lose, it means there's something we've not done right. And so to change it, it means we need to do whatever we're doing when we win every day for us to be winning completely. But the system has no problem. Anyway, big 3 points for Ruben Amorim. Big solid Senne Lammens debut with a clean sheet. First clean sheet of the season. Yes, into the international break. After that, Liverpool, we hope we can get back to winning ways and be consistent. See you in the next video. Remember to subscribe, like, share.